So what is really happening right now? 7.83, the Schumann Resonance, is connected to Theta Waves. That is the somnambulistic state of mind. When we go in alpha and then go to theta, we go to a very highly meditative state, but at the same time is the hypnotic state. In order to hypnotize someone, you need to go into the hypnotic state, somnambulistic state, to hypnotize that person, right? So then you start wondering, I have a very inquisitive mind, and I ask myself so many questions, and not trying to be conspiracy or conspirator or whatever, but here we are, where our brains connect between 4 and 8 to theta state, which is a very calming and somnambulistic state, programmable state, right? And then the earth is also running on a frequency that is 7.83 hertz. So the question that comes is, have we been all this time in a somnambulistic state of frequency, a frequency that holds that vibration? Have we been hypnotized all this time, programmed to, is it programmable because of being in this frequency? And the answer is yes. Okay? Scientifically is yes, because our brain in theta states, the programmable state is 4 to 8 hertz. And the Schumann resonance of the earth is at 7.83, between the range of 4 and 8, theta state, somnambulistic state. So yes, we've been in a state that is 100% programmable, right? So it's interesting that the awakening, the moment that we are right now, that time where we meet ourselves again, the awakening is happening, right? At what hertz? 40 hertz. If you go and attend a seminar with Joe Dispenza, you will see people wired while they're meditating. And he knows it, and everybody knows it when you see on the screen. If a person is meditating and they're going to hit 40 hertz, they immediately go into a beautiful nirvana state where all their chakras are fully open, their crown, their heart, their third eye is fully open, and they go out. There is a chemical that happens between the pineal gland and pituitary gland just because of opening at 40 hertz. And while they're doing this with meditators, heavy-duty meditators, monks, Tibetan monks, they understand that at 40 hertz, when they reach that state, the brain fully fires, fully activate. Is our optimal state of being to be at 40 hertz in our brain. And there's a great coherence between the heart and the brain, and that's when that happens. The heart opens up and it brings all these beautiful gamma waves in the brain. The person has a sensation of expansion, and there are several different chemicals that happen when the person returns and hits a pituitary gland, and the pituitary gland creates two components that help with the expansion of the heart. So everyone should be walking on this earth, don't you think, at 40 hertz, being a walking presence, radiating this amazing love, because that's what happens when you return from that expansion. Your heart fully opens and you feel like you are in oneness with everything. An expanded state of, merging with creation and creator, a fully state of enlightened state of consciousness, right? So this is already scientifically proven. So What are we doing, at 7.83 somnambulistic state right now, right? So now, this is the next thing that I want to explain. The Schumann Resonance there are scientists in Europe, in Russia actually, not in Europe, that have software that they can measure the Schumann Resonance movements up and down. And there's an app that you can bring in your phone to look at the daily activity of how the Schumann Resonance is moving. So with every solar flare that is happening, the Schumann Resonance is showing that the sun, our Father Sun in Theta, is really helping us go into a state of enlightenment, because we're hitting the 40 hertz frequencies. We're there. We're in paradise, if we say. But of course, not everybody is aware of this, and not everybody is doing the right things to really take advantage of this. And that's the big thing, right? So our star, in connection with Alcyone, the Pleiadian stars, and the other stars in our galaxy, are confabulating to bring us into an enlightened state, right? When we are fearful, guess what happens? Your first chakra closes. Second and third, everything becomes a mess. When we are manipulated with fear, whatever happens, and I'm not talking about politics or whatever, red or green or blue, doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter political affiliation, religious affiliation, nothing matters, okay? But the only thing that matters is you. When you do the right things, when it comes to taking advantage of the light that the sun and the cosmos is giving you, and Mother Earth, because Mother Earth is receiving that and transforming it for us as new magnetic energy. When we do all the right things, we have the potential to meet ourselves again, to become the enlightened being that we're meant to be. Okay? The time is now. The time is now. So are you going to ride the wave, or you're not going to ride it? Right? Are you going to do something about it to ride the wave? To get in touch with this amazing codes and information that comes through this fiber tube directly to you through your crown and enters into your system, right? Are you going to do the right thing? Or waste it, worrying, stressing out, fighting, charging yourself with ions positive and not clearing, not metabolizing, not modulating that energy. That energy is not here to hurt you. But if you're not doing the right thing, that energy breaks you down. Why? Because you're clinging to the old, as we said in the prior chapters. All the old systems are changing, are dismantling, are falling down, right? They're all crashing. So if they're crashing, why are you clinging to whatever is crashing, coming down? That is going to suck you in. Like, remember the movie, The Pirates of the Caribbean, where the boat is in the big hole and it's being sucked in? That's what happens if you cling to that old. If you connect with that hole, it's going to suck you in. So you need to change the way that you relate to the environment, number one, with electromagnetic fields and energies, electrodomestics and all that. You need to connect to the energy that the earth is giving you. You need to connect to the sun energy that the sun is giving you, right? And process it. So what do you do? We talk about in the prior chapters about earthing, but How can you digest that? The grounding meditation, grounding the heart, is an amazing way of doing the process. Is in the first, I think it's one of the first ones. I'm going to see how I'm organizing the material, but the grounding the heart meditation and process is one of the best things you can do. There's also another meditation, and this is one that goes a little deeper, because anything that you know about you that makes your story, that makes your history, anything that you can go through your timeline that hurt you, that you have not processed, resides within your physical form. Okay? It resides in your spine, in your nerves, in the Ida and Pingala for the ones that do yoga. It resides in your organs. It resides in your tissue. It resides in your face, your eyes, your mouth, your senses, your brain. So anything that has not been processed is within the body. So the time has come, and this is unavoidable. Everybody needs to do some level of processing, meaning do shadow work, go and look at your shadow and bring light to it. Embrace that shadow, make it work. Forgiveness work, you need to do forgiveness work. It's a must. If you hold unforgiven pieces in your body, you're holding the predators, you're holding everybody in your physical body. They have deposited a big, dark crystal or stone, however you want to call it, in your physical body. And that one is occupying space. Okay? So because it occupies space, nothing else can come in. So these beautiful waves that you're seeing, they're not coming in. They're running through you. They're making you feel tired, exhausted, dense, heavy. That's what it's doing. But imagine if you were completely clear and connected and grounded and you've done all your shadow work, the energy comes in. And guess what happens? You're feeling connection with everything. You're feeling the divine. You're feeling oneness with yourself. You're feeling oneness with everything. So right now is the time. As I said, it's unavoidable. If you don't do the work, and it's not going to a shrink or going to a psychology for therapy, it means energy work. You need to remove all those dark things out of your body. They have to come out. They have to come out. You need to pull them out. You need to cut cords. If you have karma, you need to get rid of that karma. If you have past life karma and you brought it in, you need to open that in the chakras and release that. So it's not directing you in your life. Okay? If you have traumas in this lifetime, you need to let them go. There's a lot of need for inner child work, especially if there are traumas and guilt and different things from childhood. And if you were the predator, oh my God, you have to do even more work to come into a place where you can forgive yourself after forgiving others. It's so important because the light that is coming feels very strong. And it's like it has to go through you to inspire you, to make you more creative, to make you more beautiful, to bring all the radiance that you are, because you're embodying your higher self in this physical form. But if you are not doing any of this, it feels like, your physical form that is flesh is being crushed with a ball that comes like in a ball like that. boom, 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 trying to crash through you. That's how it feels. So it knocks you down to the ground. It feels very tiring. And people get sick because they're holding stuff. People get sick not because of cancers or whatever, but because they are holding anger, or because they're mega controller, or because they are holding a lot of grief, or they're holding a lot of fear. And all of this is in the organs. Fear is in the kidneys, anger is in the liver and gallbladder, grief is in the heart and in the lungs. So when you start clearing all of this and doing this shadow work, inner child work, karma work, ancestral work, very important. Your body, your emotional body, your physical body, your spiritual body is so clear that you can ride the wave when it comes. And when it comes, you hear it. You start hearing it. You get up. I get out of bed and sit at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, whenever I hear it, and I meditate, because it's the best time to ride the wave and allow Spirit and Creator just to come through you and move through you, moving and shaking whatever is still there that needs to be cleansing and fix or, let go. These are the times, my dear friends. It's time to do the work, and it's time to meet yourself as this amazing being, your authentic self. Your greatest possibility is here and now, and there are ways to do it. Okay, I have done a guided meditation. I was here working last year with fire. I like working with the elements, and I was working with fire for the whole day, and I was told, get the recording, record this. And I started channeling this meditation, and it has a lot of things that were good for everybody and some for me. And I put this meditation together, so I kind of like put it together with some music and some elements. The fire is cracking in my wood stove, and beautiful. And every time I do it, I will tell you that I am shaking like a leaf on the massage table. I put the tape, and I connect in a line. It's a meditation to align and digest all the codes that the sun is giving us right now. Because I have my alerts from space weather, I get the alerts from the solar flares, and I also get the alerts from the Schumann Resonance. I know exactly when this is hitting, and that's exactly when I put the meditation and start working with it, because it helped me process. And I did it the first year. I was jumping, restless legs, and crunching. My kundalini was flowing and flopping like a fish, and getting all these energies running through my body, activating my DNA and everything. It's all in that tape. And also is bringing us to the 4 hertz to expand that consciousness, not being locked in that somnambulistic state. All of that is done in that meditation. And it's here. You guys can look for me as Pierre Garreaud, and you can find the meditation and do it. It's a 23-minute meditation. You can do it at night, and then you can go to sleep, or early morning in the morning, and then get up. Because at the end I said you can get up now, you're going to be energized if you go to work, or you can continue sleeping and enjoy this restful place that you are in and have a beautiful, beautiful night's sleep. But because you process all these energies in 20 minutes, you can feel grounded, and you can feel that you're letting go of so much stuff. You don't need to hire somebody to do this. You can do it just with this meditation. It's like you're working directly with me, and I'll help you process with that. So that's here. You can get it. Go and find it. It's aligning to the 5D energies, the solar energies. I'm going to put it in there so you can. I'll put the link in there so you can go and find it. So one more time, thank you for being here with this course, and God bless you. I send you a tremendous amount of love and light for you to support you in your transformation and going into that cocoon of digesting all these lights. You need to be having some quiet time to digest all these energies and come out flying like the beautiful butterfly or eagle or condor or dragonfly or dragon, whatever your fantasy brings you. So sending you a lot of blessings and love. Thank you for being with me during this time, and I would put all these different other things in my channel here, so you can have the opportunity to go one by one, relaxing the pubic muscles, allowing that coccyx to be straight, the heart, grounding heart meditation, the aligning with the sun solar energies meditation, and there's so many other things that I put in this channel that you guys can go and check it out. They're great for these times. So many blessings. God bless you. We love you. And Pierre Garreaud saying goodbye from Ascending the Sacred Spiral Institute. Blessings.